Good morning. So, I've been talking a lot about me pulling away from the left, from the Democratic Party, the Democrat Party. Not a real fan anymore. One of the things that really clinched it for me is this climate change thing. That was a big deal too. Remember, did y'all see that thing over? It was right after school started, and all the kids. It was the climate warming convention. All these protests, people out protesting climate change. That we're not doing enough to save our planet. Yeah, 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 yada yada yada. Well, you know what? I'm getting fucking sick and tired of hearing about the planet. I'm going to tell you later in the show how to save the planet and why the planet is in the trouble it's in now. And it's not because of these. I have props today. It's not because of these. It's not because of these. Not because of these. And it's not because of these. Okay? Let me tell you. That protest thing, that day of protest on climate change, it was hysterical. All these kids, young kids, getting an excused absence from school. Do you know there are parents out there who jump through hoops to get an excused absence for their child to go to the doctor or to a family funeral? The school has a fit about it. But the kids were allowed, all they had to do was tell the teacher, we're going to protest climate change, global warming. And they all got a day off school to sit home and play their video games and watch their TV with the fancy bulbs in them that use up all the electric so that the generators have to go harder. Probably rode around in cars all day, going to the mall. Yeah, really helping climate change. The sad thing about most of these kids that were protesting, please save the planet for me, for my future. These kids don't even get it. What the Democrats want to do, what they want to take away. Believe me, I was seeing these people, these liberal leftist people on TV saying what we need to do to save our planet. It ain't pretty, folks. I bet some of you didn't hear everything they want to take away. I'm a hoarder right now. You know what I'm hoarding? I'm hoarding these. I need these. You know why I need these? Because my dog shits. And this is how I clean up dog shit. Somebody had the nerve to tell me, well, you can get a compost thing and dig a hole in the ground. Well, first of all, I don't have any ground. I've got a deck. And then you put this thing in the ground and you put your dog shit in it and it composts. Bullshit. And then what do you do when you're walking your dog outside and on the sidewalk? No, I need these bags. And you know what? Stouffer's at Kissel Hill in Lancaster, I'm sending you a message if someone from Stouffer's at Kissel Hill is watching this. They're telling people that after, I think, sometime in 2020, they're going to stop giving grocery bags out at the grocery store. This is a grocery bag. Now, if they think I'm going to go into their store and buy 40 products and bring my little plastic tote or Rubbermaid containers, that's not going to happen. I'm just going to shop somewhere that has bags. So right now, what I do is I go to the store, and anybody that gives me a bag, I say, can I have like 7 or 8? So I'm hoarding bags because this is one of the things that are going to go away. And I absolutely must use them. I use them every single day, and I need them. And I'm not giving them up so that some kid, long after I'm dead, may have to give them up because the climate is changing. Doesn't bother me. I don't have kids. Doesn't matter to me. I'm 55 years old. Planet's not going to die in my lifetime. I don't give a shit. I want these bags. Next thing. How are the little angels going to ship their McDonald's milkshakes without one of these? It's a paper straw. It's a straw. Okay? Oh, wait, the Democrats, the leftists, the left-wingers say, you can use one of these. This is also plastic, but it's reusable. Now, let me ask you this. All you germaphobes out there. Can somebody please tell me how the fuck you wash this thing? after you sip a pina colada out of it? How do you get down in all the nooks and crannies? My husband had a bright idea. You're supposed to wash it with bleach. Are you kidding me right now? Like, I'm going to suck bleach out of a straw. I don't do e-cigarettes. I'm not sucking bleach out of a straw. You don't wash anything that goes in your mouth with bleach. That's just stupidity. But this is the other thing the left wings, the Democrats want to take away from you. Thankfully, Donald Trump said, oh, no. I'm not taking away your straws. You're going to be able to drink your milkshakes and your pina coladas through a regular old-fashioned straw. I'm not giving these up either. I'm not giving these up to save the planet. For people I've never met to grow to be 100 years old. No, not going to do it. And then we have this, my favorite thing of all. This is a light bulb, people. This is something from the Jetsons. I have no idea what the fuck this is. All I do know is when I plug this into a lamp, they said it's supposed to last, 10, 15 years. Here's the problem. First of all, it lasts a year, okay? And it gives off like no light. You cannot see to read a book with this thing in your lamp. This is a 3-way light bulb. It goes from 25 to 50 to 150 or 50 to 100 to 150 watts. This is a light bulb, and I'm not giving these up either. When I see them, I buy them in bulk. Because these are what the Democrats want you to use from now on. And I gotta tell you, there are some light fixtures these do not even fit in. They don't fit. Look, there's a difference. They're different. They don't work. So I'm not using these. Those go in the trash. I use these. Again, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Here's the best part. This is the one that really got me. You're not supposed to eat no more meat. Beef is the reason that the planet is changing. The climate is changing. We eat too much meat, red meat. Yeah, the Democrats want us all to be vegan. Vegetarians. Oh my God. Are you kidding me right now? I wonder if any of those kids that took a day off school and held up signs, "Save the planet for my future," realize that it's a future with no more Big Macs or Whoppers. Or what's that fancy hamburger place that everybody loves so much? Fuddruckers and, the other one with the limitless fries. Yeah. That's going to be all gone. You're not going to be allowed to get a hamburger anymore. The government's going to tell you can't have a hamburger. You can't eat no meat. Oh my God. I wonder how many of those kids that got a free day off school for the climate change protest ate lunch at McDonald's and had a Big Mac and a chocolate milkshake, and they drank it with a straw. They didn't even think about it because they didn't know it. They don't know what they're actually protesting. I have pictures of myself, and here's the thing. I'm going to tell you the solution to this. Here is the problem. And it's not hamburgers, and it's not straws, and it's not light bulbs, and it's not plastic bags. They've been around for hundreds of years. They've always been around. Here's the problem. First of all, there's too many cars on the road. There's too many trucks on the road. There's too many airplanes in the sky. That's something we didn't have 30, 40 years ago. We also, 30 and 40 years ago, did not have a month of 110-degree heat on a daily basis. We did not have the hurricanes that are the force that they are today. We had these, and we had these, and we did not have the storms and the weather-related issues everyone blames on global warming and climate change today. So what changed? I'll tell you what changed. Again, this country, this world is overpopulated. There are too many people here. I have pictures of myself from August of 1978 at the shore down Wildwood. with my grandmother and my mother. And I have a picture of myself in August at the beach with long pants on, jeans, and a sweater. It was cold. It was cold enough in the evenings that you wore long pants and a sweater in August down the shore in 1978. The other thing I noticed about the pictures that were taken, there were some of me on the beach, there were some of me on the boardwalk, on the rides. Nothing was crowded. You didn't see the hordes of people all over the place. I have a picture from our hotel. The balcony overlooked the boardwalk and the beach. There wasn't anybody there. It wasn't crowded. Today, there's 10,000 people on that boardwalk in August. 10,000 people on that beach in Wildwood, New Jersey. You can barely move. We have too many people. Yes, people, stop having kids. Stop having children. Our schools are overcrowded. I always laugh when school gets canceled because it's too hot to go to school because the schools don't have air conditioning. We didn't have air conditioning when I went to school. We didn't need it. In September, you were ready to wear jeans and your winter clothes to school. It was chilly. Yes, yes. Summers are getting longer and hotter. I agree with that. That's the truth. Hurricanes and weather-related issues are getting more extreme. I agree with that. I just don't agree with what's causing it. Because I don't believe that me buying a light bulb or using a light bulb or a paper straw or having a burger or a steak is causing Katrina or wildfires in California or 25 days of torrential downpours in 1 month down the bay. Actually, it was about 46 days that we had rain at the bay, and I mean torrential rain, flooding, heavier thunderstorms, more dangerous storms. I don't believe that this light bulb is causing that. I'd like to wonder if pretty soon we're not going to be allowed to use toilet paper or paper towels. I mean, what the hell? This is ridiculous. This is not the problem. The problem is there are too many people in too many cars. Hell, I know people who are on welfare that have 3 cars to their house. They can afford 3 cars. I know households in the city where you can walk just about anywhere you need to go. And they have 3 or 4 cars to a house. See, when I was growing up, kids didn't get cars when they turned 16. They drove their parents' cars with their parents' permission when the parents weren't using them. But today, a kid turns 16, they get a car. So now mom and dad have a car, and now the kid has a car. That's 3 cars for one house. And they're all driven all the time, and the emissions are going up in the air. We need more trucks, more 18-wheelers are on the road than I ever used to see back when I was a kid. I remember when, just for fun, when I got my driver's license, I would go out for a drive. And when I bought my first car, I would go out for a drive. I would go up Harrisburg Pike, out Route 30 West, across the Wrightsville Bridge, across the Susquehanna River. And at 6 in the evening, 7 in the evening, no traffic, just straight shot. Had a great time. I couldn't do that today. It would take me 3 hours because of the traffic, the congestion, the 18-wheelers all over the place. Even on a Sunday, driving home from the bay, we got 18-wheelers everywhere. You know why? Because they need to deliver products to these big-ass mass grocery stores and Costco's and BJ's, which again we didn't have back when I was a kid. People buying in bulk because they need more stuff for more kids that they keep having, that they don't need, and some of them don't even want. too many people means there's too much demand for too much product, meaning there are more 18-wheelers delivering said product to the stores to keep the consumers happy and satisfied and provided for. Those emissions go up into our air. And that is what is helping to cause global warming. That I believe. I also believe that it used to be nobody flew every week. You didn't fly. Now, a lot of people have to fly for work on a weekly basis. They're on a plane every other day. There are more planes in the sky today. And jet fuel is complete and total pollution. It's horrible. There's more pleasure boats on the water. Gas. Do you ever go to a marina and all you smell in the water is boat fuel? That pollutes our waters. And there's a lot more of them now than there used to be. Used to be boating was a luxury. Now just about anybody has a boat. And it's polluting our air and our water. So once again, the Democrats are always taking the extreme route. Oh my God, we have to do something about this global warming. But it's okay. Don't stop having kids because we want to take care of you. We want you to have the welfare and the food stamps and the Medicaid and the CHIP program. We want all that. We want you to keep having kids because you're only a family, according to the Democrats, if you have children. Mom, dad, children. You're not a family if you refuse to have children. They don't like you. If you refuse to have children, they punish you by overtaxing you. That's what they do. So they want you to keep having the kids and overpopulate the planet. They just want you to stop sipping a milkshake with a straw, using a real light bulb, and bringing your groceries home and picking up your dog shit. Wait till you see what happens to my neighborhood if these go away. Because I'm not going to pick up my dog shit anymore. I'm just not. I'm not picking it up with my bare hands. And I'm not walking my dog carrying a little bucket around with me. What am I supposed to do? Flush my dog shit down the toilet? If I could train my dog to actually use the toilet, now that would be impressive. But they're ridiculous. Climate change. Why don't you say what's really going on? There's too many people using up all the resources. And that's what's hurting our climate. Too many buildings going up. Too many housing developments. I'm not a fan of trees, but we are losing our forests because people want to build highways and bypasses and turnpikes and bridges and housing developments to house all the people that keep getting born all the time. People are living longer. For those of us who love older people, the old people who are living longer, that's a good thing. But the problem is, there's too many people being born. It's not evening out like it used to. And I'll tell you the honest truth, and I think you all know what I'm going to say here. I'd rather have the old people live longer because they don't cause me any harm or any annoyance. They're not loud and obnoxious. They don't trespass on my property. Than have more kids being born to grow up and annoy me when they turn 10, 11, 12. They're very annoying at that age. They yell a lot. They don't talk. They scream. They jump. They pound. They run around. They don't respect private property. I'd rather have more elderly people, nice and quiet, going about their day. Some of them don't drive anymore, so they're not using up the exhaust. They're not using up the car, polluting our air. Most of them, a lot of them don't fly, so they're not getting on planes, polluting the air. They're just quiet, nice people who want to watch their TV, eat a nice meal, read a book, a real book. They don't do the Kindle. Those elderly, God bless them. They're like me, no Kindles. So yeah, we need less people, and then the planet will be just fine. And you're going to yell at me for this, and of course you're probably right. I'm a horrible, evil person, but I make no bones about that. But according to the statistics, the planet's not supposed to implode or explode or whatever it's going to do in my lifetime or in my husband's lifetime. I think they're saying something like 2050 something. I probably won't be here. I'm 55 years old and almost 55, and knock on wood, right now I'm a healthy person. And so while I am healthy, I am going to eat meat. I'm going to drink my pina coladas and strawberry daiquiris through a straw and throw the straw away because I'm not getting a lung disease or some kind of bacterial infection from reusing a straw that I had to wash. I have enough trouble washing a turkey baster after Thanksgiving dinner. Now I have a tool for that. I don't have a tool that's going to wash this to my expectancy of cleanliness. This is never going to get clean. And because my eyesight is going as I get older, I need this. Because this doesn't give me enough light to enjoy the books that I love so much. And yes, I'm going to be bringing my groceries home in this and picking my dog shit up with this. Of course, after the groceries are out of it. Not at the same time. So yeah, so that's my take on climate change. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Anybody else feel like I do, that this is a lot of bullshit, that they're trying to get us where it'll hurt us the most instead of where it'll hurt the establishment the most, the big corporate brouhahas who are doing the pollution in the first place, the nuclear power plants, the factories, the 18-wheelers, the airplanes. Look at all these rich people who have private planes. Think about it. The royals over in England, they use private planes. They don't fly coach. You think our government officials fly coach? They get special privileges. And they fly a lot. These congressmen, the senators, they fly often. Every time you get on a plane, you're contributing to global warming and climate change. I don't fly. I'm doing my part. I don't drive. I'm doing my part. I don't have a car. My husband has a car. He walks to work. He's doing his part. The only time we drive a car is when we have to visit somebody or when we go grocery shopping. And most of my grocery shopping I do at the corner store. I walk. I'm doing my part. But I'm not going to turn my entire life upside down, give up things that I love, that make my life worth living, to save a planet that could destroy itself at a time when I won't even be alive. Because I really don't give a shit. And you know what? If the planet explodes while I am alive, well, it'll be a quick and easy death. No chemotherapy, no losing my hair, mouth sores, starting getting things cut off and things poked and prodded. That wouldn't be so bad either. Look, people, the bottom line is, you want to save the planet? Fine. You want to make sure that your recyclables are perfectly rinsed out and everything's in its place and do what you can and blah, blah, blah. Go for it. But don't even think about trying to force me to do it. Because that ain't going to work. Let's talk about it. Political Paula is out.